hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me so make it last forever. Stop in time. Yeah, I'm surrendering. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me so
Welcome to Loren Live VMG. This is our first live VMG since winning the primary. My name is Christopher Gergen. Welcome to Loren Live VMG. I am here with the insubordinate one, your nominee to represent the Republican Party against Jay Inslee in the primary, Mr. Loren Culp. Loren, how are you?
Doing good, Chris. It's good to be back with you on the VMG. It's been a while.
It's been a long time, and I'm in a car.
It looks like you're ready to make a quick getaway.
I am. We just robbed the bank. We're trying to make the getaway here.
Oh,
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, actually, I am here, everybody. I took a few days to get away, and I'm at an undisclosed bunker somewhere on the West Coast. I decided to take my wife on vacation to Las Vegas for a few days, and being from the San Diego area, I was born in Coronado. I decided to pop over for the day to show my wife around and to let her see where I landed on the planet. So that's why.
Does she agree that it's a vacation, even though you've been working?
No, she's been a little upset at me because I haven't really vacationed. I've been working too. So
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna.
That's why I asked.
Yeah, so probably Thanksgiving and Christmas, I'm gonna need to take her someplace warm and nice and just leave the phone at home. So
Awesome.
well, congratulations. I want to be I think I was the first on election night to congratulate you, and so proud of you, not just as a candidate but also I've come to know you as a friend. A lot of hard work, and we have a fantastic team that helped to get us there. So congratulations to you, and we are on to the next one.
We are, yeah. Great job on organizing everything, and thanks to everyone out there that's watching, all the volunteers, all over the state, all the donors, everybody that worked hard on the campaign to get us through the primary. We absolutely did it. I know that we were on the road a lot doing live events everywhere. Even got the attention of Jay Inslee saying that I didn't care about people's health. That's amazing, right?
Right. While he lowers the lowers the penalty for intentionally infecting someone with HIV, but
right.
Loren Culp's the one that's not worried about people's health.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he signed that bill into law last February, lowering the penalty for intentionally infecting someone with HIV from a felony to a misdemeanor. And he's going to tell me I don't care about people's health because I didn't tell everyone at my meet and greets that they had to wear a mask. Well, that's not what I'm all about. I'm all about individual freedom and liberty. and people can make that choice for themselves.
Absolutely. So we have a great show today. There's a lot of things that have been on people's mind. We're going to do a Q&A session here at the end. But before we do that, we've got a gentleman, Caleb Heimlich, the chairman of the Republican Party of Washington State, is joining us live tonight on our VMG. And you and he are going to have a conversation. Just to kind of clue folks in on, Loren, we had a conversation with Caleb last week. It was fantastic. Great guy. We talked a lot about, everything that led up to where we are today and where what we need to do to move forward. And we think we have a great plan, and we really look forward to his help and the help of the party as we take on Jay in November.
Absolutely. Yeah, great conversations, and looking forward to getting him on here tonight and talk to the people that are supporting my campaign and see what we're going to do to get us through to the general election and kick Jay Inslee's out of office.
There you go. There you go. So, so before we do that, we've got a few little updates I'd like to give everybody. Our social media community has continued to explode. I think we're looking real hard at 54,000 people, which is just astronomical. We're at this rate, we're going to catch up with Jay Inslee's personal page here in just a matter of a little over a year of working on it. That shows a lot of energy on our end. We're up to about 1.3 million raised, Loren, and we just continue to break records. I don't know if you know this, Loren, but we have had in the primary, we had more individual donors than the past gubernatorial candidate had in his entire cycle. Okay, so from the beginning of the primary when he started to the end of the election when it was all over, we have more donors than he had in that entire time. We did that in just the primary. So
that's amazing.
There's a lot of excitement.
It just shows the support and how sick and tired people are of the policies of Jay Inslee. So
absolutely,
we got to just keep the foot on the gas pedal and run our way right into the general, because it's coming quick. 2.5 months.
2.5 months, and we're getting started, ladies and gentlemen. So before we bring in Caleb, I want to update everybody. So I've fielded a lot of questions. My phone is just on fire constantly. Chris, when are we doing rallies? Chris, when are we doing rallies? All right, people. August 21st, 22nd, 23rd are our first 3 rallies. We're coming straight at you in Snohomish County. We're going to have details up on the website here soon and also up on Facebook here soon. We're going to do 2 dates in Snohomish County, the 21st and 22nd, and then Bellingham. We're coming up to see you on the 23rd, and we look for blowout events. Loren, that one up in Bellingham that we did during the primary was one of our biggest ones. We had about 800-900 people there at that event.
Yeah, that was amazing. I saw that video that Bill put together with the drone, and
it was great.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. I know that people are sick and tired. I am sick and tired of what's going on in this state, and it's showing. People are getting active. They're getting their friends active, and it's going to happen. We're going to make this happen.
Absolutely. So we've got some great things coming up. Those are the first 3 dates, ladies and gentlemen. Then you're going to plan on seeing us somewhere in Washington State every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all the way through Election Day. We're going to bring the heat. We've put together a fantastic strategy for you guys. We have a wonderful team. We've added some new team members. We've added some new angles, some new wrinkles. We want to run a race that the grassroots can be proud of. We want to run a race that the party can be proud of, because we all know that we're proud of Mr. Culp and what he's accomplished here so far, and we're ready to send common sense back to Olympia.
And the media has been responding as well. I've been doing sometimes 6 or 7 media interviews every day. It's amazing, even national news. So we're getting the word out, and they're not all friendly media, but I don't care. The truth is the truth, and
What?
I will tell it to anyone.
I'm shocked. You mean they're not all friendly?
It's amazing, right? I don't know how that happened.
To a conservative, you mean they're mean to a conservative? I would have never have guessed.
Oh, they're not. None of them are mean. It's always a nice, friendly conversation. But then
Sure,
sometimes when they write things or they report things, they cherry pick and they twist it however they want to. Not all
sure.
of them, but yeah, there's some out there. It's amazing.
That's part of the game. It's part of the game. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We got a lot of great things coming. We want you guys to stay tuned. We are going to continue with our Loren Live VMGs every single week. We're going to get back on schedule hopefully next Wednesday. I know today is Thursday, and the reason that it's Thursday is because I am on vacation. So next week we are going to be back on Wednesdays, and we're going to be in the thick of it with you guys, ready to go. So Loren, with that, I'd like to get Caleb in here if you
Absolutely.
agree.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Let's.
ladies and gentlemen, please give a virtual round of applause and welcome our guest, Mr. Caleb Heimlich, the chairman of the Washington State Republican Party.
Hello,
Hey,
Caleb.
Loren.
It's great to have you on. I appreciate you coming on here.
Yeah, great to be with you.
Yeah, we got some work ahead of us.
We do indeed. Well, I just want to say on behalf of the Washington State Republican Party, for those that don't know me, I am the chairman of the State Republican Party. I've been doing that role for about 3 years. We are excited to have Loren as the nominee. So I want to congratulate Loren on an excellent campaign. It's clear that those of you watching have really powered this campaign. The grassroots donors, the enthusiasm, the people showing up at rallies, and you had an overwhelming victory in the primary. And now it's my job and the work of the State Republican Party to unify. We have our candidate. We have to beat Jay Inslee. We can't afford 4 more years. And Loren is the guy to bring common sense to Olympia. So I just want to say on behalf of the Washington State Republican Party, again, a hearty congratulations on a job well done. And we support you. And as Chris said, we had a great conversation on Friday. We're excited to work with the campaign and do the things that the party focuses on while the campaign is doing what they're doing. But all of that feeds in together to help us get more Republicans elected, starting with the top of the ticket, flipping the governor's mansion, but also making sure we get more Republicans elected in legislative seats. So as you're seeking to implement a common sense agenda, we have the votes to get good bills through. So Loren, how's the first week been since the primary?
It's been pretty crazy with the media interviews. The day after we won the primary, it was my wife and my 43rd wedding anniversary, and we spent a good part of the day just driving home from Leavenworth. But we took that day and just kind of caught our breath and let it sink in a little bit, and then started in on media and been doing a lot of media interviews all over the state, both sides, and even national news media with Newsmax a few different times. So getting the word out, spreading the word, and I really appreciate the Republican Party coming on board, and definitely we are going to kick Jay Inslee out of office in November. I really look forward to it. I look forward to working with you. You've been very helpful, and I really appreciate that. And all of the volunteers all across this state, I know that we're all going to work together and work fantastic. And it's going to be quite the celebration after the election in November. It's been a long time coming.
Yes, it is. It's been, look, I mean, it's been since before I was born since we had a Republican governor. And that's my life mission, to get one in there, because it's going to make such a difference for the people of this state. And I think for anybody that wondered kind of what was the state Republican Party doing pre-primary, we were neutral. I firmly believe that was our role, to let the candidates compete, let the voters decide. And the voters have spoken loud and clear that they support Culp, that they support the Culp campaign. And so we are excited to listen to the voters and support the voters' choice going forward. People have been talking about the turnout in this primary. 55% of registered voters voted in this August primary. That's the highest turnout we've had in 60 years. And I
That's
think
amazing.
it is amazing. And I think a large part of that is the enthusiasm you brought and your activists and people that were coming to rallies and engaging on social media, and some of them maybe voting for the first time in a primary. And so we are
Right.
excited as a party to have a nominee, a candidate that energizes the base, that gets people out, and also that's fighting for common sense. I mean, I think as we're seeing in Seattle, you did a great job highlighting that as the city of Seattle is defunding the police. I think you have the perfect counter to the lawlessness of Governor Jay Inslee, of the Democrats, is we have somebody that wants to protect our community.
Well, there's been such a misconception for a long time, and I've heard people talk. I've actually talked to people who have said this, that they thought that conservatives and Republicans, were just a bunch of racist people that like guns. I've talked to a few people, Democrats, and obviously they've spent their life probably watching CNN and not getting out to any events. But people have come up to me at my rallies that were brought by a friend, and heard me speak and talk about the rule of law and getting our government back within the confines of that rule of law, which is the Constitution, and how it protects everyone equally. It doesn't matter your race or your religion, your sex, your income, or your education. Everyone's protected equally under the law. And that's what conservatives should stand for sure. And so that has broadened the support, I know, for my campaign, and eventually for Republicans is all across the board, because people realize that what's going on with Jay Inslee is he's not following the rule of law. He's just mandating things how he feels they should be, or should I say, how he feels that his consultants tell him that it should be. Because I just heard the other day that he's spending about $160,000 a week paying consultants to tell him how to handle the COVID crisis, and that's taxpayer money, no bid contract. So people, when they hear it, they realize that seems like the right way. That's the right thing that should be done, is the rule of law deciding on how things should be and how our government should be run, instead of one person dictating how they want things to be. So I'm working hard to broaden the base and get more people over to the common sense side, which is the Republican side. So I definitely appreciate all the support, Caleb. And
and the message is definitely resonating. And I think for people that maybe didn't look, based on the primary, Republicans are on track to gain 3 or 4 seats in the state house. Down in the 19th, we're flipping that legislative district, flipping the 42nd, which is up in Whatcom County. So if you're coming out to the rally then, but we've got an opportunity to really get more people that are going to advocate for common sense down in Olympia. And you're 100% right. Governor Inslee has not listened to anybody. He's ruling by himself. He hasn't called a special session, even though the law requires it, because we're running this massive budget deficit. And even Democrats are complaining. The governor is not doing what he's supposed to do. And so we have a real opportunity heading forward. I just, again, want to reiterate, we support you as the nominee. We're excited to work with you, to work with the campaign. As activists want to get involved, want to go out and make phone calls, knock on doors, those tools are available through the Washington State Republican Party, through the local party. So this is going to be a combined effort, and we're going to do everything we can to make history and get our state going in the right direction. So we're excited to work with you.
And you have a website, right? If people want to get in contact with their local Republican Party or the state party, where should they go?
Yeah, absolutely. You can go to WSRP.org for Washington State Republican Party, WSRP.org. If you click the Join Us link, what we've been focused on is really building the grassroots army of people to go out, knock on doors, make phone calls, get everyone out to vote, and spread the word that we can do better than what's happening right now. And so if you go to WSRP.org, click that Join Us link, we can get you plugged in to our Republican Unity Network, which is our grassroots program of teams organized by legislative districts, powered by volunteers, working to support every Republican up and down the ticket. And that's how we're going to get our state back on track, supporting you for governor, supporting Matt Larkin for Attorney General, a great candidate to restore law and order, and lots of other great Republicans. And we've got to completely overhaul what's going on in Olympia, and we can do that by working together.
Absolutely. And I don't think that there's been the situation in this state, obviously that's going on right now, you know, with the virus, the way that's being handled, with the riots and the way that's being handled, you know, so many businesses being shut down, people out of work. And I think it's a prime opportunity for people to see what's going on and realize that, you know, the Democrats, they don't have the correct way to do things, especially in a crisis. So I really look forward to working with you guys, all the Republicans all across the state and the volunteers. So I just want to thank you very much, Caleb.
Yeah, thank you, Loren. Excited to work with you. And thanks for the opportunity to come on and greet everybody. This is a team effort. We're excited to work together.
Absolutely. Thanks again.
Yeah,
We'll
have
be
a great
talking
evening.
soon. All right,
Sounds
you too.
good.
Bye-bye.
What a great interview.
That's yep, it's going to be hard work, but we've got the entire Republican Party in the state behind us, and we're gonna do this. Like I just said, you know, there's not been an opportunity like this in a long time, if ever.
Yep, agreed 100%. So I can't see the questions that are coming in because I'm on my phone,
And you're in your getaway car.
and I'm in my getaway car. But there is one big question that has been on the minds of voters as far as the lieutenant governor race. You know, the lieutenant governor's race is, unfortunately, there's been two Democrats that won the top two positions
Right.
on the general. You know, that race doesn't really have anything to do with us. We've offered to the Washington State Republican Party, if they find somebody that they support, because their support of us, if they find somebody that they would support, then we would certainly support that person.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're focused on getting this race won and getting Jay Inslee out of office. And I'll leave if there's any write-ins or anything like that, I'll leave that up to the Republican Party to decide, and we'll go from there. But we're going to be working hard to get Jay Inslee unseated. That's the main goal. That's always been the goal since I started.
Right.
So we'll focus on that and let the WSRP take care of the rest of the thing.
Absolutely. So that's where we stand on that. We're ready to run our race. We're ready to do our thing. And, you know, we want to support all the down ballot folks, the Attorney General. That's a huge one. We got to get rid of Bob Ferguson, or you're going to be getting sued every 5 minutes. You know, and then there's Maya Espinoza that we're supporting. There's, you know, Sue Peterson. There's a lot of people down ballot that we're supporting, as well as the legislative districts. We want to flip the House. We want to flip the Senate. We want to make sure that you have a clear pathway to actually bring common sense back to Olympia and to lead Washington's comeback.
And
you know,
it can be done. It can be
it can.
done.
Absolutely.
We need everyone to tell their friends, to talk to their friends. You know, this isn't a spectator sport.
Right.
We can't sit on the sidelines and go, yeah, I'm going to vote for that guy. Can't do that.
Right.
We have to be active. If each one of us just get 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 more people to come on board and realize what's going on in the state and talk to them about the common sense, send them to our Facebook page, send them to our website, send them to our YouTube channel. Our meet and greets that we do live, just like this one, a lot of them are being broken down right now into subject matter and titled and putting back on our YouTube page, so people can go there and look for a title on a specific subject that I've talked about, and they can watch that video. So we just need to remember that we can't be spectators. We have to get out there and get people to register to vote if they're not registered, and get them to our website or Facebook page, and get them on board. Everybody, we need to, all hands on deck, as they probably said that in the Navy, didn't they, Chris? I was in the
Yes,
Army,
they did.
so I don't.
Hey, I flew on planes. I don't have any idea. But yeah, I think that's a Navy saying. Yeah, all hands on deck. Absolutely.
Right. So yeah, we need the support of everyone. You know, Caleb said we've had a record of turnout for a primary. We need to blow that completely out of the water in the general.
Yeah.
So we've got 2.5 months. Everybody needs to work hard And I know our volunteers have, our supporters have. It's been amazing. We got to just keep our foot on the gas and push it hard all the way till November. And this will be a reality, you guys.
Absolutely. Okay, well, I think that's about all I have. Loren, do you have any parting words for the folks?
Yeah, just what I said is pretty much a good parting word. I've said this a couple times in some of my live events. We've got a choice when we leave here, when we turn this live off. Some people are going to say, yeah, I'm going to vote for him. Some people are going to say, yeah, I'm going to vote for him. I'm going to send a donation. Some people are going to get on the phone and they're going to call their friends, or they're going to go visit their friends, and they're going to start working right now. And if everybody does that, if everybody at the end of the night says, I did everything that I could to make this happen, and if everybody does that every single day until November, we will fly right across that finish line, way ahead of Jay Inslee.
That's right.
It's going to take work. It's going to take hard work. It's going to take contacting people, even when it's not comfortable. But we need to do it. And if we do that, and at the end of every night, all the way through November, we say we did everything we could, then it's going to happen. So I just really appreciate everybody's support. It's been phenomenal. I can't say that enough. I just really, really appreciate everyone's support, and the emails and text messages that I get, the comments on Facebook and Twitter. Very much appreciated, you guys. We are going to do this. We are going to lead Washington's comeback. I'm just the candidate. It's up to we the people to push this across the finish line, but we can do it. Thank you.
Absolutely. Okay, with that, I am Christopher Gergen on behalf of Loren Culp and the Culp for Governor campaign. Thank you all for joining us. Good night.
Good night.